we are going to make kusa today. Some of you might be like, what is kusa? It is called in the store gray zucchini, and it is stuffed zucchini, and it's really good. So we will, thank you. We will be making that today. So I'm going to start out with the filling, and I'm putting my bowl on the scale so I can figure out how much, so I can give you a recipe. I don't use a recipe, but I know like people like recipes with exact measurements, so I'm going to try to do that for you. I want to use like 2 pounds of meat. Yikes. Okay, it's a little more than 2 pounds. Okay, so 2 pounds of ground beef. This one is 88 lean, 12% fat from Costco. We did a different angle today. We'll see how that works. So 2 pounds of meat, and I might write this down just for my own self. I guess I could always watch it back too. But when I post it, I'll post the recipe on there if I can find any of my stuff. But apparently my kids have gone through my junk drawer and took my paper. Okay, well, anyways, I guess it'll be okay. All right, so 2 pounds ground beef. And then we're going to add long grain Uncle Ben's rice. Now, if for some reason you go up to the Middle Eastern market on Dorr Street, I think it is, Bancroft maybe. Anyways, it's in Toledo. So they have this rice, and oh my goodness, it's exactly, I couldn't even tell it, the difference between this rice and the Uncle Ben's rice. The Uncle Ben's rice for 5 pounds was $15, which I did put in my cart. And then I looked at this and I thought, wait, that's exactly the same stuff. And this one was it's 5 pounds for $3.99, and it's the parboiled long grain. So definitely I'm going to make that drive up there. I did buy 2 of them because I use a lot of rice. So that was a really good savings, and I was excited. All right, so I'm going to put 2 cups of this rice. I can take it off the scale. 2 cups of rice in here, and that's going to be our filling. Now, this is going to be the filling for the kusa, and it's going to be the filling for the, what are they called? Peppers. Green pepper, or not green pepper. I don't like green peppers. The pepper filling. So, I'm going to now put some other stuff. So, I put 2 cups of rice. And I'll write it down. I hope you guys aren't in a hurry because it's going to be a second. All right, and I use my same spices all the time. So, onion salt. Probably, all right, I should measure. It was probably a ½ teaspoon. And then garlic powder, we'll do a ½ teaspoon. Yeah, okay. Onion powder, we'll do everything a ½ teaspoon. How about that? That was a little bit less than a ½ teaspoon. Okay. And garlic salt. So we have garlic powder, garlic salt, onion powder, onion salt, ½ teaspoon for each. And then we have crushed mint. It's good. Oh, gosh, I forget to measure. Okay, we're gonna put a teaspoon in. Okay. And then what I do, my mom used to use water and put it in there, and I'm like, why would you use water? Why not use the tomato juice? I think it'd be better. Anyway, so I use tomato juice. So I'm gonna put a little tomato juice, probably, let's say, a cup of tomato juice. All right, spices were all 1/2 teaspoon. Nana was 1 teaspoon. And then 1 cup of tomato juice. Okay. Then we're gonna put salt and pepper, which I have to find back here. And we're just gonna say to taste. So I'm gonna put 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. It's just coming out slower. Okay. The part I really detest, but that's okay. I hate using my hands, but it's the best way ever. So just mix it all up. This is kind of the same filling we use for grape leaves, except instead of tomato juice, we put lemon juice. So it's exact same spices. No, it's not. No, it's not. Rewind. No, I wouldn't put all that in there. I would just put the lemon juice, the salt, and the mint. So, no, I guess it's not the same. All right. This is what we're going to use for the peppers, and this is what we're going to use for the Kusa. Okay, so that's all mixed. Now the Kusa or the gray zucchini, usually you can find it in the stores in the summer, or you can grow it. We've grown it before, and it's really good. And you can use it like in, I do Kusa bread, like zucchini bread. It's part of the squash family, and so it's really good. What you do with these, this is what you're supposed to do. So you have them and you cut the top off. I already washed them. Whoops. And you cut the back off, the bottom. Okay, so this is what you do. And you have a Kusa cleaner. They call it Kusa cleaner. I think you can buy them online. I don't know if this was my grandpa's or my aunt's or someone bought it for me. I don't know. Anyways, what you do is you go in as gently and as carefully as you can and start getting the inside out. Now, my mom was a pro at this. She did it all the time. She never went, half the time I go right straight through. And it's a pain. Well, it's a pain to do this in the first place, but I guess because I am just not patient enough to do it. And there's all, see, do you see it? I went through. There's all sizes of Kusa cleaners. Okay, so what you would do, you would clean it out and you would stuff it then in this tiny little hole with the meat and cook it in tomato juice. I don't do that anymore. I don't. It's just too much. So what I do now is take my Instapot. I've never made it in the Instapot. I think it'll be fine. But this will be a trial and error. Hopefully more trial than error. But I call it Lazy Man Kusa, because I'm going to just cut these bad boys up and stick them in. Stick them all in there. Now, if you're a diehard, you like your stuff stuffed, and you like it like that, you know, have at it. I don't have time. I'm not doing it, and it's just as good. So I just have 8 Kusas, little Kusas, and I'm going to put them in there. Just chop them up, cut them up, slice them up, whatever. Now, you could do this with your, I am going to stuff the peppers, but you could do this with peppers. Say you want to make, I call it like soup. The kids love it. It's good. It tastes so good. But you could do that with your peppers too. Just cut them up. If you don't feel like stuffing them or cleaning them, peppers are a little bit easier. And I'll show you the inside of this so you can see as I go down. Okay, so this is what it looks. This is what it looks like, just like a zucchini. You can see that. Ooh. All right, so we got that in there. Now what we're going to do is put some tomato juice in there because I am. Just so I make sure it's covered on the bottom, since I've never done it in the Instapot before. And then I'm going to put crushed, peeled, canned tomatoes, a can of that. I'm going to put that in there. Now, with my heightened sense of taste and smell, with cans, hold on. Can you go get me 3 monk fruit, the little sugars by the coffee pot in there. So the can smell or taste, I can taste it. I can taste the tin. I don't know why. Maybe you can too. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I can taste the tin. So what my dad always taught me to get the tin taste out is put like 3 tablespoons of sugar in whatever I'm making. So I'm just going to use the monk fruit whole heart, put 3 tablespoons or 3 packets of sugar in there. And it cuts out, I don't know why, it does though. It cuts out the tin taste. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. Just like a big old pot of soup. And what I'm going to do, I might use my Pampered Chef little ball thing. I might do bigger ones. Okay, so I'm going to use that to make kind of like meatballs. And I'm just going to place them in, easy peasy, all around. Because that's what the kids like, really. I'm taping. All right, so I put in the meat. Now, I didn't use the whole 2 pounds. I guess I could. Because that might confuse people. Okay, I will use the whole 2 pounds of meat. I was going to save it and use it for the, what are they called? Peppers, but that's okay. All right, so you just ball this up as good as you can without having to touch it again. You know, I'm thinking if I would do this again, I'm just thinking, I might put the meat on the bottom and the Kusa on the top, but I don't know. In a pressure cooker, it probably doesn't matter which one's where. All right, so that is, oops, this is a 8 quart pressure cooker. So now I'm going to put, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this bowl. I always forget to do this and then I get mad at myself. All right, I'm going to put the rest of the juice in this bowl because I want to add more spice to the juice. Because not only did I want the spice in the meat, I want the spice around the meat too. Okay, so again, I'm going to put a teaspoon of each spice, which is garlic powder, garlic salt, onion powder. I need to get more of that. Onion salt. And then 2 of the crushed mint in here. That's really what makes it good. I won't put any more salt. I think we got enough salt. I might put some pepper. And I will stir it up and then pour it on top. And that'll be it. And then what I'll do is pause because I'll just hit the soup button over here on my Instapot and we will then see how it does. Now, in a regular pan, the meatball looking things will stay formed. I'm not really sure in the Instapot, but this is what it looks like, if I can show you. Okay. And you can only go so high because there's a max. All right. Put it over here. All right, now I'm going to hit soup broth and more than 5 minutes. I'll do 10 minutes and let it go. And then we'll come back and see what it looks like and how it tastes. Okay, I thought, why not just do the peppers while we're waiting? Okay, so meat-wise, again, I will measure and see how much we're going to use. I have 4 big peppers. They're not cooking or anything. I just have them stored here. They're huge. So 4 peppers. I've never made stuffed peppers because no one likes them. But I think I'm going to give them to our neighbors because I think they'll like them. I do think I would like stuffed red peppers. I don't like green peppers, the taste. Ugh. But I like raw green peppers, but not cooked. I don't know why. Anyways. And I've tried it because I always make the kids try it too. All right. So I'm going to put the rest of this meat, which is going to be approximately, oh, I don't want that in there. Approximately 1 pound, 12 ounces. So like say 1 3/4 pound, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I could take a ½ pound out. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so 1 pound and 12 ounces. So I need to do my rice. And I already told you about my good deal on the rice. With 1 pound, I'm going to do 1½ cups of rice. Okay. And we're going to use the same spices. So I don't need this anymore. Same spices, which is pepper, salt. I'll put it all in there, like how much I'm doing. I'm pretty confident it'll taste good. Now, obviously, if it doesn't, I won't post it. There's a half. I am going to use this. Now, you might think, ooh, I don't know about that, but it's good. Hey, could someone get the dog's toy? Okay. We don't want to hear squeaking. Excuse me. Okay, the pepper got me. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Just put some of this. I'm going to need 3 of those. Sugars. Put some of this in here. Just like about a cup. Mix it up. So exactly the same stuff as we're doing with the Kusa soup. Thank you. Get it all incorporated, all mixed in. And then you can wash your hands again. And if you're wondering, how'd she sneeze? Well, what I did was, this is what I do at school too. I put my shirt over my face and sneeze. Just so nothing, have a problem with that. Okay. So the peppers, they were pretty big. I got them at Monette's today in Toledo because I went to the Middle East market store to get some stuff that I needed. And they had some pretty good deals. Although I bought tortillas at Kroger and I was like, where's the tortillas? And I called Kroger's and they were still there. So I'll have to go back tomorrow and get them. Not that I wanted to. Ooh, look at that. That was what was inside. That's kind of cool. I'm just doing the peppers, just taking the tops off, and I'll clean them out and get them ready to stuff. And I'm going to cook them in my, it's called an induction cooktop. Someone had asked about it. It's electric. I bought it at Deals and Steals down the road from us. They always have some cool things. You can look for Mary Woodard on Facebook, Deals and Steals. She's in Jerry City. She's very convenient for the people that live around here. She has all kinds of things that she buys a pallet or truck of stuff and then resells brand new stuff for pretty reasonable prices. All right. Still the, I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see the, what's it called? Instapot. It's still going. It hasn't even, it's been on, oh, I don't know, about 10 minutes, hasn't built up pressure yet. So, and then in the inside, you just clean them out. You're going to have to rinse them though. But I like to get all the extra out too. And then we'll rinse them out. Get all the little seeds out. I mean, if you did keep a seed or two in there, it's not going to be a big deal. It will cook. I was going to do yellow too because at Monette's they were buy 4 peppers for $5. And I was going to do a yellow, but the yellow ones were just not real. They had looked like they'd been sitting there for a while, and so I thought, I won't do that. Hey, James. Yeah, can you keep your dog quiet? I usually do this without a lot of people around because it gets distracting. But today, everybody's home. Playing with the dog, playing with toys, and all that fun stuff. All right. So we are just going to fill these up with the meat. I'm just going to stuff them. They're called stuffed peppers, and that's kind of what we're going to do. Now, if they break, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It'll be all right. I did see these at actually Costco, these colors. Not today, but when I've been in. So I would fill it, and I shoved it in there as much as I can. You can use your hand. I really don't like to touch the meat, so, but you can to keep it simple. It still has not built up pressure because I put it on for 10 minutes and it's still going. So I'll probably pause again. Okay, I'm just shoving that in. I'm thinking you could probably poke holes in the peppers. I might do that with a fork just to let some air escape or to make sure that they get cooked all the way through. They do get really heavy, actually. All right, and then this one's a huge one. So for 4 stuffed peppers, now my kids would never, not all of them, but most of them would not eat the peppers. So what I'll do is just make like meatball things. I hear it getting ready to start going. Yeah. I've seen a lot of you guys have tried my recipes, and that makes me so happy. And you said they turned out good, and you're excited, and your family liked them, so that makes me happy. All right, I already put the scooper in the dishwasher. Luckily, I have 2, so I will just scoop some meatballs out. Just put them down there. I'm waiting for the thing to start going. It's still not, so definitely takes a while to build up pressure, especially if you have a ton of stuff in there, which it was totally full. This would be a nice camping meal or a Friday night meal. It's Friday night. Okay, and again, what I'll do is put the rest of the juice in here so I can put some more spices and then put it on top. And I'll put the lid on and cook it. Kind of the same exact way what we were doing with the Kusa. I feel bad. I'm not like real animated and happy and fun, and I don't know. I'm a little tired. That sun. You know, I was out at Walmart, or not Walmart, Kroger today, and I'm putting the 3 sugars in too. People are acting like it's Florida. You know, they had flip-flops on and tank tops on, and I'm thinking, okay, it's not that warm. I mean, I did turn off my heated seats, but, well, that was halfway through the drive because I was still cold. But I thought, I even had like another shirt on under this, and I don't know. People were just in shorts and t-shirts. My grandma always said it was pneumonia weather, this kind of weather, which could be. It's not like it's 67 or 70 in the middle of July, you know, it's just April. So it's, I don't know. That's just my own opinion, I guess. All right, and then I'm going to pour this over top of these so I make sure I get the juice on there. It looks like it's going to make a big old mess. Maybe drippy. Okay. I'm also going to put a can of diced petite tomatoes in there. And you could have put it, I could have put it in the bowl with the juice and just kind of, you know, mixed it up, but that's okay. Oh, these weren't the petite ones. Darn it, I must have grabbed the wrong one. I always like the petite ones because they're just smaller and the kids usually don't see them. But if your kids like tomatoes, I only have one that really does, it'll be okay. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this, but I have it all ready to go. And it's very pretty. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to put it on medium heat. And there's a timer on here. Ooh, this is pretty fancy. So the timer, let's see. I'm going to put it on for 30 minutes and see. Okay. I've never used the timer, so I'll see if it counts it down. Right now it's on 30. I would have thought it would have. Let me see if I have to turn it on again. No, I turned everything off. Okay. Medium on. Timer. Maybe I have to hit timer again. I don't know. I have a book. We'll see what happens.
Is that all the way on?
This? Well, this one was a little bit of a scratch and dent kind of deal for me. So, all right. It looks like that is building up pressure over here. I see the little red thing that's up. I usually turn the fan on, so I'm going to turn it on low just so you can still hear. And I think I'm going to pause it and we'll wait for it to get up to 10 minutes. All right, so we're waiting. It's got 1 minute. And we're listening to some Bruno Mars. Oh, it looks like my phone is going to die. Great. Hey, Google, turn down to 3. All right, so as soon as it goes off, we will quick release it, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so right now it's done. And so what I do is turn the fan on high, and then I move that, and it just goes right up in there. That's the quick release. You gotta make sure you're not around there, make sure your kids are not around there, because that steam will burn. It's nice in the wintertime because it does put steam into the house, and so it's not so dry. These are boiling. I don't know if you can see it. They're rapidly boiling. So that's good. And it says it has 15 more minutes to go on the peppers. So the timer does work. That's pretty cool. So when you're releasing the steam, you can't really go over there till one, you don't hear it anymore, and two, I mean, you can go over there, but the little knobber thing will be down, the little red thing. That is on the 8-quart one. If you have a 6-quart one, I'm sure it's different, but on the 8-quart one, that is what it looks like. I don't even want to move it to show you, because really you shouldn't touch it. Let me check and see. Alright, the thing's still up. I'm going to try to plug my phone in. There we go. Alright, so we don't have to do 2 videos. Might be cockeyed, I don't know. There. It's better. If you're wondering, it's on my blinds. I stuck it with that tape onto the blinds to hold it where I exactly wanted it, and it worked. Hey Google, turn off please. Okay, so it's still releasing, and the reason I'm doing the quick release is because I'm thinking it's done. And I don't want the Kusa to get too mushy, because I would like it to be a little firmer. That's my goal. We'll see. So it's been releasing now for at least 3 minutes. This one's boiling. Can't really see. Well, maybe you can. Yeah, you can. All right, cool. Still releasing. Now, the nice thing is, when it has all that steam, you can just wipe it down. Wipe your, still it's hot. I mean, I wouldn't do this, but I know it's hot, so I'm good. And the little knobby thing is still up, so I wouldn't try to take the lid off ever. That's your safety net. If that, it won't even let you take it off. So those of you who are a little nervous about Instapots, it'll be all right. This is really nice too, because like I can touch it and it's not hot. Like I can, well, this pan's hot, but around the pan is not hot on this little induction thing. I don't know what that is. All right. So 4 minutes of quick release, it sounds like. Sometimes people will quick release for 2 minutes, and that's how they figure it out. They just watch the little timer, and sometimes not. We have the fan off, so it would not distract, going around and around and around. Alright, sounds like it's getting to be, still hasn't dropped though, so it wouldn't let me get it even if I wanted to. Soon. And sometimes you can hear it drop. I don't know with everything running if it will hear it. It's like, hurry up to wait. Alright, did you hear it? It kind of like went psh. And now it just has a little bit more. Alright, so it's done and it dropped. So now I can open it. And it would not have let me open it if, in fact, it was not finished releasing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get like a meatball, I guess. Because if the meat is done on top and the rice is done, then the whole thing is done. So this is what it looks like. And if you had smell-o-vision, it smells very good. So the true test is really not the meat, but it is the rice. So I open it up, and I'm going to try the inside of the rice, or the inside of the meatball. Of course, it's going to be very hot. And I don't really want to burn my tongue, so it's going to be a second. It's done. Oh, it's done, and it is good. Okay. So that's really good. Actually, it's really good. All right. So the Kusa is on the bottom. Let's see how that held up in here. Well, it kept its shape, which is good. It's a little more, if you can, well, maybe it'll be all right. Just say it's a little bit more done than I would personally like it, but I think it'll be okay. You know what? I never did stab the peppers with a fork. So, oh well, I guess it'll be okay. We have 9 minutes on the peppers, so I'm going to pause it. I'm going to stab these. We're on the video. Quiet her, please. So much easier when you do it when no one's home or everybody's sleeping. I'm gonna stab them because I think they'll cook quicker. And right now, it has been almost a half hour and they're still not done. So I might just show you the end product of these instead of keeping the phone going. So you can see they're still boiling. So we did it for 30 minutes. I probably will do it another 15, but I'll tell you for sure. Okay? Thank you so much. Be the sunshine in someone's day. The sunshine was so great today. It was beautiful out. People acted like it was summer in Ohio, but or they were in Florida. But make sure you're washing your hands. Stay at home. I had to go get groceries, so it is hard. I've been cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all these kids, and we run out a lot. We only went out to eat twice this week, or got stuff from out to eat. So, you know, the more you make, the more you need. So, anyways, have a great day. Have a great evening. Happy Friday, and take care. If you try my recipe, make sure you comment or put it on so I can see what it looks like. Thanks. Bye.